The Premier League is back and it's the best league in the world for a reason. Drama, madness, feelings, emotions in the same game. Liverpool for the first time, the champions, they were playing at Anfield against Bournemouth. And that game was brilliant. But before getting into that much madness, don't forget to support me by leaving a sub and liking the video. Before talking about anything, I want to address something that happened to Semenyo at Anfield. There's a guy on a wheelchair who racially abused Semenyo. There's no room for racism in football. Football is for everyone, whether you are black, whether you are white, whether you are Asian, whether you are any culture in this world. Football is for everyone. That is the reason why these big clubs in the world have fan bases from all over the world. Manchester United, you go to Asia, you come to Africa, South America, North America. In Europe, they have fans. Liverpool, the same. Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal. These clubs have wide fan bases in Africa. So if you racially abuse the guy for him being black and playing in the Premier League, that is not cool, man. And I'm very happy that the Liverpool police and the stewards, they took that guy into custody, and I hope he'll get the punishment that he deserves. And Semenyo, the world is with you, man. The football world will not watch you racially abused and keep quiet. I'm very happy to way football fans responded. I'm very happy to even the way Liverpool fans responded to this guy who was racially abusing Semenyo. That shows that football is not just a game, but it is actually a thing that can bring togetherness and unity. Going straight into the game, wow, this game was brilliant. As an opener game this season, if all games this season will have these emotions, these goals, these tactics, I'm sure that we are up for a great season. Because, well, Indoniraola, you have my respect, man. Even after losing one of your best players in the team, even after losing most players in your team, man. Because I don't think there's a team in the Premier League that has lost key players like Indoniraola and Bournemouth, man. You can just look at just the back line. They have lost Zabani to PSG. They have lost Kakes to Liverpool. They lost Din Huijsen to Real Madrid, and then their keeper Kepa Arrizabalaga, they lost him to Arsenal. This shows what Indanieraola's talent ID is very good, man. Because look at these players who left the club this summer. Dean Huijsen joining Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world. Milos is joining Liverpool, the champions of England and one of the best clubs in England, if not the best. And Zabani joining PSG, the champions of Europe. And now he has managed to gather that group of boys who can go toe to toe with you, they almost had Liverpool on their knees. Indani Raiola, salute, man. You are doing an incredible job. Let's get into the goals. It was a very entertaining first half. You could clearly see all the goals were coming, but it came from Hugo Ekitike, the new goal for Liverpool, who scored in the Community Shield and now at Anfield. In his Premier League debut, Hugo Ekitike gets a very good goal, man. He comes in, he drops deep. The way Hugo Ekitike involves himself in build-up play, it is very brilliant, man. That is the talent idea or talent that Mikel Arteta, I think, at Arsenal wanted. He wanted a striker who can drop deep, connect play, drop deep, making those passes, making those runs. He didn't want just a number 9 who can stay in the box and score goals. And for Liverpool and Arne Slot, you are lucky to have that kid, man, because the way, the ability he has of dropping deep, creating just chances, running inside those margins, running channels, the way he's very comfortable in tight spaces, man. Hugo Ekitike is a very good player. And you saw the way he dropped deep in his first goal at Anfield. He's dropping deep. He collects the pass, then he passes to McAllister. McAllister gives him the return ball. Then he's a very good skill. I don't know if it was skill or just luck. He just passed one defender and defends himself one-on-one with Petrovic. What he has to do is just bury the ball home. Hugo Ekitike, that is how he got his first goal at Anfield, and it was amazing. See the way he was celebrating in front of those Liverpool fans. Some of Liverpool fans who were there and they were not happy that Hugo Ekitike is there, and they'll be crying all summer they want Alexander Isak. That is very good response from Hugo Ekitike. And we go to halftime, and the halftime starts. Liverpool are on a top notch, and Cody Gakpo gets his goal. Cody Gakpo career at Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, it was a very slow start. Now I'm happy that Cody Gakpo is that talent that everybody know he was. Manchester United were linked with him for the most part of the time when in that January window before joining Liverpool. And luckily he joined Liverpool. Now he is that kid who everybody expected him to be. He's that player who everyone knew Cody Gakpo is, the Cody Gakpo that everyone saw at PSV. Because Cody Gakpo is a very good player. He is a player who can contribute to you when it comes to attack. He's a player who contributes defensively. In that Community Shield game, they had problems. Him and Milos Kakes, they were playing on the same side, the left-hand side. They had a lot of problems with Ismail Assar, but I think the way we saw in that game today, Milos Kakes and Cody Gakpo, the connection, and I think what Ancelotti has done to them in this week, the instructions that has been giving them this week in the dressing room or in training, has actually worked, man, because they were very composed. Milos Kakis and Cody Gakpo on the left hand side. If it came to defending, they were defending as a unit. The communication was way better. You can see some instances Cody Gakpo is the one who was coming in the sliding tackles. In some instances, Milos Kakis is the one who coming in the sliding tackles. And if Milos Kakis is high on the pitch, you could see Cody Gakpo is the one who's dropping deep and trying to cover up for Milos Kakis. So the Milos Kakis and Cody Gakpo performance was very good. Not as the levels that they should be playing because they're the champions of England, but it is a definite improvement from that Community Shield game at Wembley. Then when Liverpool just think they are 2 goals up, we are comfortable, we are winning this game, we are at Anfield and we are 2 goals up, there is no way this Bournemouth team is going to make a comeback. And that is where Semenyo comes in. After being racially abused in the first half, he decided to respond by shushing Anfield. A very good ball. Bournemouth are on a counter attack. A very good ball from David Brooks inside the box. Robertson is nowhere near Semenyo. And Semenyo with a very good finish. Alisson Becker had a touch of it, but unfortunately it was not strong enough and the ball ends in the back of the net. Then for the second goal, this is where I want to talk about it because there's a one Liverpool player who is wearing a legendary kit, a legendary Liverpool kit, a kit which was worn by one of the best Liverpool player, if you want to put it like that, to ever play for the club, Steven Gerrard, number 8. And the guy who is wearing number 8 at the moment, Dominic Szoboszlai, I don't know if it is just is not comfortable in playing in those deep positions or Dominic Szoboszlai fell off. Look, I'm not saying Dominic Szoboszlai is shit. We all know Dominic Szoboszlai is very good in terms of the way he's pressing. His best attribute to the game and what he's adding to that Liverpool team, it is his pressing ability. But the amount of times that Dominic Szoboszlai loses possession, it is becoming concerning, man. In that game, in that Community Shield game against Crystal Palace, Adam Wharton was just stealing the ball from him like it was nothing. And now in the second goal, Bournemouth, Dominic Szoboszlai is the one who has the ball. He tries to make a flick, and just like that, Semenyo collects the ball. I don't know what Konate was doing. I don't know where Virgil van Dijk was going. This is the picture. I don't know where Virgil van Dijk was going, man. Dominic Szoboszlai, man. Maybe he's just not comfortable in playing in those deep roles. Maybe he's just not comfortable because, well, you can't be playing in that number 8 role, one of the most important role in the game, and the midfielder you are playing against, you just end up giving him the ball. You gift him the ball once, you gift him the ball twice, you gift him the ball thrice. Eventually, you are going to get punished. And the game was 2-2 after that Dominic Szoboszlai mistake, and Semenyo buried the ball past Alisson Becker, and it was 2-2 at Anfield. And now I was like, oh, maybe Bournemouth can come to this. And that is when Arne Slot introduced the prodigal son to the pitch, the forgotten son to the pitch, and that was Federico Chiesa. And it only took him like a couple of minutes, a good ball from Salah inside the box, and Bournemouth defenders looks like they can't clear it, and just like that, Federico Chiesa buries it home, and it is 3-2. Anfield erupts. Even if you're watching that game on TV, man, you could see that Anfield is one of the most hostile atmospheres. If you are going to Anfield, make sure you are prepared. Those fans were singing, especially after that goal from Chiesa. Even if you are an away team in that pitch, you are not getting your third goal, man, to equalize the game. Those fans who were singing, Anfield erupted. And to add cherry on top of that eruption, Mohamed Salah, who else? The king is back. Mohamed Salah. This guy, at the moment, he owns the Premier League. Mohamed Salah gets his first goal of the season and fourth Liverpool game. And Mohamed Salah carries another record with himself, and that record is Mohamed Salah becomes the only player to score in 10 consecutive season opening day fixtures. Maybe it's conquering the Premier League. Is Mohamed Salah the best winger in the Premier League at the moment? Answer that in the comment section. But one thing that I want to address about Liverpool team, it is again in the midfield. This midfield was exposed in the Community Shield, and this midfield has been exposed again against Bournemouth. I think maybe it is time Ancelotti goes back to his roots of last season. Gravenberch in that deep role playing with McAllister. Whether he'll start Soboslai or Florian versus number 10, that is decision. But I don't think he bought a guy for around 130 million for him to stay on the bench. Another credit I want to give it is in Dani Raola, man. You are doing a brilliant job. And last season, people were talking about that if there's a coach who is managing these mid-table teams, and in case any manager in the Big Six teams is sacked, the one who will be up for the job will be Thomas Frank, and he landed that job at Tottenham Hotspur. Now I'm thinking to myself, if there's a team in the Premier League, the Big Six team in the Premier League, whether Chelsea, Manchester United, City, Liverpool, or Spurs, hypothetically, they sack their manager, and then Raola is the guy who will be next for that big job. Because the job is doing at Bournemouth. You lose Kepa, you lose Zabanyi, you lose Dinhuisen, you lose Milos Kakis. There's their striker who left them, Otara. You lose also your striker, Otara. And you come back with these new boys like Petrovic, the Lexus Smith, and then Adiola. You are doing an incredible job, man. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Was this game brilliant? If you want to say this game was not brilliant, we watched another game, man. This game was a classic match of football. Let me know in the comment section what you think this Premier League is about. Will Liverpool be managed to defend their title? Will another team emerge, which is the small team that will emerge and become one of the scariest team? I mean, a dark horse team. Is Bournemouth again up for a good season? This season, will they manage to carry on and not fail off in next year, January, February, March? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and again, don't forget to leave a sub. Ciao.